I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Okay.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting
What do you have
for?
to say for yourself?
You killed Lily!
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
ground.
fucking belongs.
That's right.
Let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
I know, right? Go ahead, talk. In that
You have the
case.
floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Give me a break. You're so full of shit.
Well, I thought we could discuss this like civilized people, but apparently
For
that isn't
fuck's
going
sake.
to happen.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
I'm sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
You burned it down?
You see?
Why would you do that?
There's more to this than they're saying, okay? It was necessary to keep this town safe. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
What choice did I have?
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Oh.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about? Fuck you, okay? I'm sick of your shit.
You see what I mean?
Bigby?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let
killed
me just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course, yes. You're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer. What happened with Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If y'all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing to do with it.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it internally.
Where have I heard that before? How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
Yes, you did.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to
Now
catch
she's
your
finally
breath?
saying
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the Pudding and Pie.
Yeah, she committed
I'm sorry,
suicide.
I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
For real.
Good enough
Yes,
for me.
he is guilty.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick
Alright,
to
hello?
latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
I'm doing
This
a
is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
I'm playing
What,
the
you
wolf
take
among
two
us.
people's lives away and now
I'm
you
just
want
trying to
mercy?
invite-
You know
what's
we
his
can't
name?
let you go free after this.
I can always rip your arms off
Boss
first.
Kid 1v1.
Would you enjoy that?
Well done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of
It's too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
I should
someone
just
needs to make
vote.
a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting
I should
yourself.
just do it.
Look, I'm making the
I
call.
want the
Why should
Slurpee
you-
strap
He's the
so
only
bad.
officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't
so
how
that's
it's...
what
It's
Groot
the-
looks
What
like.
was right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Everyone
Mr.
wants
Wolf,
this.
it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Alright. What should I do?
That-
Bless you.
Do what you
Should I rip his head off?
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
First?
He has to.
I don't know.
Man, I should.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Are you serious? I was actually about to let you stay alive.
There you
But I'm
are.
gonna change my mind.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
It means Vendetta. Vendetta.
For Lily. And Faith.
Yes.
Probably
Another one
lost
of
back
us to erase from the
so I'm gonna wear
books.
no back. Boss Kid 1v1. Palum Magna.
One day later. Okay. This man still haven't gotten no sleep. It's over, I think.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you. I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. You gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Regaliator.
We'll talk later, okay?
Regaliator, butter.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
TTV Lukey Sleuth.
Bruh, what type of name is that?
Someone's gonna see you,
What's his
Colin.
name? When is he gonna let Mr. Jim Curry? Is that guy? Is that one guy? When is it? Jim Curry?
This man, this man just had to get some more like drinks.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I know this isn't your ideal situation here.
Wait, you didn't buy no glamour.
Sheriff
so
Bigby, I have something.
You bought glamour.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I want that
I
pickaxe so
couldn't
bad.
take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you
Pixel
touch
Pilot.
them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head
Cheers,
out.
that 87.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Your dad broke the rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Okay.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No.
Do you get banner icons? Oh,
Some
no,
of the
maybe
animals
it's
aren't
not.
comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Twilight Flight.
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
Colin gets to stay.
That's bullshit, Bigby, and you know it. You're all fucking corrupt.
What's this? Oh.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to...
It's okay. I get it.
I don't play with Foxman, but he's never doing anything.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
That blue TV.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out...
Right, let's see.
I had no choice.
A7
You have to understand.
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Young
Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You balled your Ujix.
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy.
TTV
know
Rush
that.
Goods
He could have been
69.
reasoned with. I was counting on
Rise
that.
TTV Rush.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then...
TTV Blue Wolf. TTV Real Resume. TSM Scissors. TSM right side.
Here.
Thank you.
Titans White Sea. Thickness Doris 1. The School 453. 5 That Dory.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed.
Wizards.
He had to make an example of us.
Substasio.
We had committed treason.
SS Razor.
And while the two of us
SS.
were sitting there, as he was telling me
Flash.
this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. But I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
Oh, no.
Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her. Or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore.
Boss Kid 1v1.
Things are just different.
This is offline.
Things are always different.
Fortnite
Look,
cool.
Bigby.
Yes.
After everything you've
Boss
done for
Kid
us,
1v1. Let me send you a picture of this.
But without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who... was.
Boss Kid 1v1. He's offline. TTV Reaper 8303.
What happened?
And I left Faith at your doorstep because
Boss
I knew
Kid
if
1v1.
anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Poop lasagna. Poop lasagna.
Hold on.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Yes.
Oh my... Hold on. What?
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh my... I'm not gonna go after her. But, oh my god. What? And we can't find now because Telltale Games have ran out of business. They can't make a second season. Whoa.
Oh my god.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Bush.
Well, we can... Okay, now I'm done with this game. Alright, you and 54% of people killed Georgie. That is, I guess people...
You're playing a gay tail game?
What?
Playing a gay tail game?
No, I'm playing the best Telltale games that ever came out, and I actually beat it, like right now. You and 67% of people brought the Crooked Man back alive. How did you punch the Crooked Man? A lot of people throw him to the wishing well.
I am noob 123. Who the heck is that? Oh, that's DJ.
What?
Isn't your name D-Ball Dirty Ujix?
That's not me though. That's not me.
Oh, I blocked him. It says blocked.
You and 97 point decide to... Yes, everyone... Why did you not accept that? Well... You and 93% of people said, I hope I did some good.
Siri.
Oh.
Checking.
Oh. Special. Special. Oh, this is the thing for the character. You beat him when he was down. You promised her you won't tell Beast when you saw her outside in the apartment. You forgot. You fought him at the investigation. You beat him up during the thing.
Oh.
You gave him a drink when he asked. You gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. You helped him to avoid the farm. You took him back to the wishing well. You tossed him down to the wishing well. Yes, he's dead. You killed him. Yes, he's dead. You gave her money after the. You gave her money. You gave her money. I'm sorry. You gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. You smashed his place, and then he died. You burned her tree.
Wait.
What?
Is Brazzy?
Hold on.
Is Brazzy? Wait. Who is that guy on the picture that says "Yo, this is Brazzy" on that group? Who is that on the picture? Of like a guy with headphones.
That's Brazzy. Yo.
No, it's not. That is not Brazzy.
You drink with Gwen at the Lily's funeral. You made a deal with him. went to his place first. You prevented him from dying. Oh yes, I did. Yes. You gave her a cigarette during the final conversation. You brought her along to the trip chat. You showed her Crane's photo of her. You promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. You left him behind. Yes, I accepted it. You chose to arrest him. I don't know why. Continue the story, what? Oh. Oh god, bro, what? So, we're done with this game. Well, guys, that's the finale. Unfortunately, there ain't no season 2 because Telltale Games have ran out of business. So sadly, there won't be a season 2, unfortunately, unless someone would try to make a season 2 for us. But if they did, I really appreciate it. Anyway, that's the end of the live stream. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. I gotta say, was a real. Hold on, before I end it, I gotta say this was a really good series. I really like the series. I think it's one of my favorite Telltale games, besides for The Walking Dead. I could say that's what I could say. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Make sure to like and subscribe.